Hello everybody and welcome. Tambucha here, and if you watched one of my last videos you might be thinking this is Peppermint OS, but it's actually, if I go to the NeoFetch, it's actually MX Linux. And this one I installed a couple weeks back on my computer. I installed it along the same time as I installed Peppermint on my son's computer. So I've been fooling around with it on and off for a while since that time. And I actually installed the beta 2 version, so I'm gonna install this version here. So I'm gonna put a link in the description below to this website, and they have some new releases here, a release candidate 2 that's supposed to fix the installer process. But ironically, I tried this one and it didn't install for me properly, and this beta 2 version worked for me. So I still wanted to get a video out for you guys somehow of the install process. So what I did was I actually used the MX snapshot tool right here to make my own version of MX Linux, and I'm going to go through all that in this video today. But what won me over, one of the things anyways that won me over from to MX Linux was this snapshot tool, along with this other tool here, this tweak tool that allows you to modify the XFCE panels and save them so you can have unlimited, well, virtually unlimited customizations. But I'll go through that in a different quick tutorial. But today we're gonna do a quick install process of my customized MX Linux edition. So let's get started. So the way I record my install process is I use the capture tool and have to route that through OBS Studio. So with OBS Studio, I don't record any audio during the install process. So I have the recording of the install process here that I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to walk you through the steps that I did. So first of all, here I had to press F12 on my computer to select the boot priority, and so I chose my memory stick in legacy mode because my son's computer was installed using legacy, or the hard drive was set up using legacy mode. But yeah, so I chose legacy mode, and after a bit it booted up into this boot screen here, and it's going to boot, and then after some time it'll go into this live ISO environment here. So from here you would just click install. It's going to pop in a bit. So there, I click install, and then this will take some time, so I fast forwarded it a bit. And then once you get to this step, you can start the install steps. So for me, I chose custom layout, and I already had MX installed, a different version, but here I'm going to delete it and install my customized version. So I just put / for the home directory or root directory. I changed the partition format to ext4. ButterFX also works if you want to use that. And the name, I put MX Linux. So from here it gave me some warnings. I'll just ignore that. And I chose to not use a swap file. And from here, it just asks you for the computer name. I always choose Linux 64. That's your host name, by the way. And from here, it didn't detect my location properly, so I chose Toronto. Hit next. And here's the regular username, password settings. So after I hit next, it's gonna go through the final steps. And I fast forward that, and after it's finished, the computer is going to reboot. And here it's rebooting. That's the installed system from the computer itself. And here you got it running on my computer. So if I went to the menu here just to show you a quick rundown of all the stuff that's installed onto there. Like I said, it's customized, so I removed some of the default apps and I added a few of my own. So I'll go through the menu here and show you what's installed quickly, because I don't want to make this video too long. So for those who want to really know what's installed, you can pause it at any time. And I just went to search for OBS just to show that OBS was installed, which it's not installed by default, and also this GPU screen recorder tool. So yeah, that's a quick rundown of my installation. I know it's quick. Here's the backgrounds. There's some I deleted, some of the default ones I deleted, and some other ones I added to this install also. But yeah, the only thing I couldn't figure out was how to alter the panel bar on the side here. But yeah, that's my install process. I wanted to make the ISO so it would look similar to this panel here, but unfortunately I don't know how to do that yet. But yeah, I really like MX Linux. It's my favorite Debian 12 based distribution so far, and if you want to try a Debian based distribution, I highly recommend this one. Peppermint OS was nice, but it did have some bugs in it, and this one does not. For example, if you check out my last videos, Peppermint had the bug with key binding. So if I click keyboard, I go to application shortcuts here, it doesn't have those bugs like in Peppermint. So here I can remove, let's see what I want to remove actually. So say I want to remove this here. I don't really use this, so I can remove it, and I can add whatever I want on my own. For example, we'll just remove and then add Thunar again, just for me to show you that it works. So I'll just put Thunar, hit, oops, spelt it wrong, Thunar, hit OK, and then I click my key binding, super and E, and there, it's all done. I close it, I do super and E, and there you go, there's Thunar for you. And yeah, so it's not a in-depth overview of Peppermint OS, but I don't want to make these videos too long. Nevertheless, I highly recommend this one, and I hope you check it out. But until next time, guys, take care.